What I should have said? Oh, one of my favorite things here. What I should have said. How many times does somebody say something to you? They're out of line, right? They're in your kitchen. They're right in your grill, whatever expression you like. And what happens? You kind of freeze up in the moment, and then the moment that you should have said something goes away, and as you're walking away, as you're driving away, a year later, a week later, whatever, you realize what you should have said. This is what this segment is about. Number one, here we go. Pool douche. Yo! Long-time listener, first-time writer. I've always wanted to say that, and it's true. I'm writing in about the passive-aggressive people you spoke about on Thursday, and I almost always find myself in that situation where I'm just like, oh, okay, and I never even noticed what happened until after the fact. Anyways, all capitals. I was at my local YMCA taking a swim in the pool, and this dad and his kid comes in. The kid looks about 15, 16-ish, and almost immediately the lifeguard asks the kid to help him set up the floating lane divider thingy. I was watching them out of curiosity because I never saw it done before. When they got done, the kid sees me looking and squares up a little bit and says, "Is there a problem here?" Confused, I kind of just went, "Oh no, I was just watching you guys hook the thing up. I've never seen it done before." Then he goes, "Oh, okay," with a "that's what I thought" tone. Ooh. Oh, an attitude. Oh. That reminds, something, I know that feeling. And I think the Beatles wrote a song about it. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight a long time. That's gonna stay with you. I continued to swim for a good couple of minutes before getting out to go hit the showers, and it wasn't until then that I picked up on what happened. I was literally in the shower naked, jumping up and down in anger, saying how much I would fuck that kid up. I wanted to drown his little ass and send his body floating back over to his dad. Oh my God, dude. Yep. Oh my God. Yeah, so much shit comes out when you're in the shower. Regret, things you should have said, shame. I don't know what it is about the shower. That's when I just start thinking over my life. I used to do a bit about that. You start trying to shout all the bad thoughts out of your head because they're embarrassing. You just start thinking like, ah! Is everything all right in there? I think I did that on one of my little fucking routines there. Anyway, that's really all. Love the podcast. Love the family. Stay happy. Stay safe and healthy. And I'll see your bald ass in Bethlehem. Bethlehem, where is that? Is that in Israel? Or is that Jerusalem? Does Bethlehem still exist? Oh, Jesus. Bethlehem City. Oh, there's one in Pennsylvania. Is there one in Israel? Anything is biblical, I just say Israel. There is. Oh, Jesus. The control of Bethlehem passed from the Ottomans to the British. At the end of World War I, Bethlehem came under Jordanian rule during the 1948 Arab-Israeli War. All right. Well, there you go. All right. We conveniently spoke around a number of groups in that little description. Shopping cart douche. All right. Hey, Billy, something insulting that starts with B. Oh, don't tap out like that. I still love Billy Babushka. Got one of those stories about wishing I had said something for you. I was 18 or 19 as working as a shopping cart wrangler at the only supermarket in town. I'm sweating my sack off. Sweating my sack off during the pre-4th of July rush to keep up with the flood of people coming in and out. I'm stepping out onto the sidewalk to get more when a guy in his mid-40s walking into the store asks me to grab a shopping cart for him. They're all of 6 feet from where he's standing. I say no problem in my best customer service voice and turn around to grab one and hear him say, I think you mean yes, sir. Because no problem makes it sound like I'm inconveniencing you. Oh, God. Who raised that person? You know what? At the end of the story, I'll tell you why you can actually find humor in that. I get what he means. I don't get what he means. Don't fucking be... Oh, my God. Don't find an excuse for this fucking guy. He goes, I get what I mean, but he went from being all casual, asking for a favor, to holier than thou cunt huffer? I mean heifer? Trying to put a teenager in his place. I'm pretty sure all I said was, yeah, and handed the card off to him, but I think about this guy at least once a month. Just know that this guy's existence is he gets off on saying that as a grown man to a teenager, making minimum wage, collecting fucking grocery carts. You know? That's the kind of person he is. And the way he made you feel is how he makes most people feel. And when you go around living like that, you have a shit life. He's going to have a shit life. Just know that. What a fucking cunt. I think you mean yes, sir. No, I think I meant no problem. I think I meant I might shove this up your fucking ass. Now I'm upset with this fucking guy. Oh, God. You know what? This should be like a superhero for that type of a moment. That just flies in and just says what you want to say so you can't get fired, or punches him in the face and you can't. I wrote a sketch about that. About a superhero that comes in when you want to punch somebody in the face, but either you can't beat him up or you're going to go to jail. And this superhero would come in. He was called the Dropper. And someone would just be a fucking asshole to you, man or woman. And this fucking dude would come in with this cape and just blast him right in the face. And before you could thank him, he'd fly away. That would have been a perfect job right there for the Dropper. Think you mean yes, sir, because no problem means it sounds like I'm inconveniencing you. Bam! Thank you, Mass Man. All right, Bill Burr Show. Hey, Bill, I have a great what I should have said moment that actually took place at one of your shows. Center in the Square, Kitchener, Ontario. I was with a few friends. Oh, man, I always have a great time in Ontario. I always seem to... one time I went there in the summer. The other times, 2 times, has been in the winter when you can skate along the canal. That's fucking amazing. I was there. Pretty soon with global warming, you'd just be rollerblading. I was there with a few friends, and we were having a blast watching your openers and getting pumped to see your act. Right before you came on, some drunk asshole sits a few seats down from us and proceeds to start talking through the entire show. He was responding to things you were saying as if he thought he was having a one-on-one conversation with you, generally just being annoying. A few minutes go by when I finally say, hey, shut up, to which he responds, hey, why don't you mind your own fucking business, in an extremely aggressive tone. I was too stunned to respond in the moment, and he went on talking through the rest of the show. That's interesting to me that you had the balls to say, hey, shut up, and then you kind of retreated. I've been there too. Sometimes this moment pops into my head and I think about what I should have said. Maybe something like, I paid X amount of dollars to see this show, so it is my fucking business, or something to that effect. What do you think? You know what most of these are? It's just you're raised right and you have too much to lose. Someone who comes in that fucking drunk and acts like that much of a douche, they don't care about just starting swinging on somebody and going to jail and having a court case and all of that type of shit. And the reality is, so many people have these stories because you're a fucking adult and you can't walk around. Certainly as a man, you just can't walk around saying everything that you're thinking because you can get the shit kicked out of you. I don't know how it works with women. I don't know how their deal is. I mean, if you base all of them on the Real Housewives, which is not fair, they pretty much say whatever the fuck they think, no matter how mean the shit is. I don't know. Is that why they outlive us? Not because I say they're nagging us to death. Maybe it's because they just fucking say everything it's a two-way street. You know what I mean? I don't know. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me, but you shouldn't say these things. You should have a lot of what I should have said. I fortunately don't have a lot of those with my wife. I kind of say, what I have with my wife is I wish I should have said it this way, which is a good thing, because saying things another way, usually that first way you want to say it when you're pissed is it's never going to come out good. Because it's usually prefaced with, well, I'll tell you why, you fucking asshole. At that point, nobody's listening. It's like you have to somehow master your emotions and just be like, I don't know, I'm telling a story right now on stage about this great argument I got into with my wife, where she was right, and I acknowledged that she was right, and then I wanted her to do me a favor, and it's a long fucking convoluted fucking thing here. I don't even know if that's the right word. But I said something in the middle of that argument that kind of changed things in a great way in that argument and the last 10 days of my life. And to hear that story, you're going to have to come out to Vegas. That was just complete bullshit. That was just me trying to fucking hype my show.